Okay, so let's just recap on that line from Russell Martin there. He said that Hamza Igaman said he was injured and did not come on as a substitute for Rangers in that draw. Martin adding that a bid was refused, was rejected for the player during the week, but that he had trained fine, wasn't injured during the week, but opting not to come on at half-time. So pretty explosive stuff from Martin there. We will continue to have more on their disappointing draw. That's throughout Soccer Sunday here this afternoon, including more reaction from Chris Boyds and Chris Sutton.
I think we do. I think he seemed pretty genuine, pretty sincere about wanting to be the Nottingham Forest manager. Obviously, you asked him about Edu and that kind of trio, how that works out, and he seemed very keen to sit down with the owner and Edu and work out some sort of way they can move forward.
In football, we often talk about marriages between clubs and managers. We've seen some very long-term ones in the likes of Arsene Wenger and Sir Alex Ferguson in the past. In the modern day, they can be a bit shorter. But when you get a third person, to coin a phrase of history, coming into a marriage like Edu's arrived, does that cause a little bit of friction, a bit of concern from the head coach manager's perspective?
I think it all depends on who he is. I mean, you see it work at other clubs, and I'm sure it can work at Nottingham Forest. They just need to kind of find their way, find a position that everyone's comfortable with. Listen, I think when you zoom out and you see what Nuno's done at Nottingham Forest, he's done an exceptional job. And as for Edu, personally, I think the transfer window has been very successful on Nottingham Forest. And right now, they're looking at a really strong position this season.
He wants to take the ball. He wants to get on the ball and play. And I think for Everton, they need someone that has got that the ability of themselves, the confidence to take the ball in tight areas and produce. And that's one thing that he's been brought to the club is producing for other players, assists, and getting on the score sheet himself. And I think with the World Cup, obviously at the end of the season, he had disappointment of missing out on the major tournament. He's going to want to put himself in the manager's thoughts of getting in that side as well. So he's got no better place to do it today. Is the first home game at the Hill Dickinson Stadium.
Yeah, we know what a good following we have, home and away, as Evertonians, and it gives people more opportunity from now 52,000. Once it's packed, it'll be mega.
This is a very steep stand. I'd hope they built it like this just to make the maximum amount of noise in the stadium.
Everyone knows the history of Goodison and the effect it has on the opposition team, and how can we make that daunting. And I think this is what they've come up with, and I think it'll be special, but we've not experienced it yet.
I know.
Wow, I think it's one of the biggest club in the world, yeah. He deserves that, honestly. Had the opportunity, and I don't know if I can say this history.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, but he said they have one little history around him and United. He said, wow, it will be something in the career then. Be amazing to play there. It's an unbelievable club. And Ronaldo also said
He wished to play.
Yeah, he wished to play exactly
Here at Man United.
Yeah, he said wow, it will be something then I will enjoy a lot to play. And they feel yes, it's a good move, perfect move. Because if Ronaldo does something like that, my red done. And Ronaldo, talking about the stories when he played here, against all the atmosphere around the Old Trafford, everything like that, the fans. And then, I felt inside of me already he's playing perfect. A movie, but after they say the check is right there.
Good people to get advice.
Imagine it was perfect people to have these kind of details.
It looks amazing. I mean, I feel like I've spent the last sort of 2 or 3 years driving up and down the Dock Road and looking at the stadium from the outside, and it looked very impressive. But I mean, once you come inside, it is magnificent and something I'm sure every Evertonian will be proud of.
I guess the stadium is one thing, but as David Moyes was saying on Friday in his press conference, it's time to focus now on the team. How big a game is this for Everton today?
It is a big game because the first game in the stadium, it's not make and break in terms of the season. There's an awful long way to go. Everton were really poor leads and deserved to lose the game, and there was a little bit contentious, the penalty, but they didn't perform well. They'll have to perform a lot better if they are to get 3 points. But it feels like an important game because it's the first game in the new stadium, and I think Everton will sort of want to get 3 points, get the first win here, and sort of get that little monkey off the back. And there's no talk then of settling into the new stadium, get it done on day one.
And the fans have a role to play today, because I'm told if an Everton goal goes in, this place is just going to be amazing. I mean, you're right over the pitch, aren't you?
Yeah, it is. It feels very steep, and I always think they're great stadiums. I think that's Everton looked at that when designing the stadium as well. They wanted it to be as tough for opponents as possible. Goodison was like that. The crowd are right on top here. It's not as easy to do that in a new stadium, but they've done as much as they possibly could to try and make it intimidating.
Pitch looks fantastic.
Yeah.
A stage for Jack Grealish, what do you think today?
I hope so. I think with all the signings that Everton have made this summer, I think the one that stands out is Jack Grealish. Where Evertonians coming here today, yes, they want to see the team win. That's the most important thing, but they want to see Jack Grealish play and entertain them.
The guys that were here in the last year, we suffered together, and we suffer so much that can bond people. And then the new guys, the spirit is really good. We try to find every aspect of the character of the players, and that helps when you are building a squad. Then is the performance. Again, you can feel that the team is playing well. You get confident. And you feel more free to play. If you feel more free to play, you are happier. If you are happier, your day to day is better. So it's a snowball.